today I'm going to teach you how to increase productivity, positivity, focus, fat loss, and creativity by optimizing your morning routine. By the end of this video, you will have 5 steps to create your perfect morning routine so that you can start your day off on the right foot and bring yourself more success when achieving your goals. As always, everything that I reference will be linked below in the description box. Most of it's from published articles and peer-reviewed journals, but I also do get some information from podcasts and other mediums, so if you want to go down that rabbit hole, everything you need will be linked below. Be my guest, let me know what you find. I'm always looking to learn more on this topic. So before I get into the 5 steps, I want to go over one thing that we probably shouldn't be doing as soon as we wake up in the morning, and that is going on your phone. Study after study has actually proven that going on your phone as soon as you wake up in the morning increases daytime fatigue. So you want to take the morning for yourself to really set your intention for the day, to focus your energy, and then you can get to your phone, answer your emails, your text messages, answer everything else that other people are wanting from you. But take the morning to really center yourself. So tip number 1 is to get hydrated. While we're sleeping, our brain and our body actually goes through millions of processes which flush out toxins from our tissues. And if we don't hydrate those tissues and flush those toxins out of our body, they will sit there and accumulate, which is not ideal. As you probably already know, our bodies are anywhere from 70 to 80% water, so it is crucial that we rehydrate ourselves as soon as we wake up in the morning. Another reason to drink water as soon as you wake up in the morning is because insufficient hydration is actually the #1 cause of daytime fatigue. And just a 5% drop in your body's fluid concentration can lead to a 25 to 30% drop in your energy instantly. So you're going to want to drink water. To do this, you're going to want to aim for anywhere from 500 to 1,000 milliliters of water as soon as you wake up in the morning, and then keep going with your morning routine. Or you can drink it throughout. You don't just have to chug it down. That's fine. But as long as you just have a liter of water probably within the first hour or so of you waking up. So tip number 2 is to meditate or practice mindfulness. If you don't already know the benefits of mindfulness or meditation, you're going to want to do a quick little Google search, because if I were to get into that, we would probably be here forever. I will highlight one study though. It was published in the Journal of Neuropsychobiology, and it essentially followed 20 participants over an 8-week study period of them practicing mindfulness. So they found that all of the participants across the board had decreased levels of cortisol, which is essentially our stress hormone, and it also increased their sleep quality. So essentially it reduces stress and helps you sleep better. Another study published in the Journal of Advances in Mind-Body Medicine also studied the effects of meditation on your microbiota. So your gut is essentially your second brain. It produces upwards of 90% of your serotonin, so that's our feel-good hormones, and it is absolutely essential that we are doing things to support our microbiota every single day. So I'm just going to read you a quote from that study summarizing the conclusions that they found. So it says, during stress, an altered gut microbial population affects the regulation of neurotransmitters mediated by the microbiome and gut barrier function. Meditation helps regulate the stress response, thereby suppressing chronic inflammation states and maintaining a healthy gut barrier function. So tip number 3 is to read or listen to podcasts. Your brain is the most impressionable within the first 20 minutes of waking up. This is due to the fact that alpha brainwaves are actually considered a gateway to the subconscious mind, and within the first approximately 30 minutes of waking, your brain is still in that state, so it's kind of just a sponge. If you don't have time to actually sit down and read, that's okay. That's why I love podcasts so much. And don't worry, within the next few videos, I'm going to have my top 10 favorite podcasts. So if you're lost, you're like, I don't know what podcasts are, I don't know what to listen to, I got you. So tip number 4 is to move. So whether that's getting up and going for a walk around your block, or doing push-ups, jumping on a rebounder, or actually going and doing a workout, which is what I prefer, getting movement in the morning is absolutely essential. A study published in the Journal of Vascular Health Risk Management split their participants up into 3 groups of exercisers. So the morning was at 7 a.m., the afternoon was at 1 p.m., and the evening was at 7 p.m. They found that the 7 a.m. group of exercisers actually experienced the greatest dip in their blood pressure during sleep, which reduces stress on your cardiovascular system, and that the 7 a.m. exercisers also spent the longest time in deep sleep. So essentially, morning exercise helps you sleep better. So tip number 5, and my favorite tip, is to practice gratitude. So you've probably heard about gratitude journals by now, or keeping a gratitude log. There's the 5-minute journal, the gratitude journal, the positivity journal, all of those. Essentially, you write down 3 things that you're grateful for. 3 seems to be the most plausible, and most people can stick with that over a long period of time, but it can be anything from as simple as, I'm grateful for the bed I slept in last night, I'm grateful for this brand new day, I'm grateful for my parents, I'm grateful for my roommates. Anything you can think of. If you're living, if you're breathing, you have something to be grateful for. There's an incredible podcast that I've linked below that's part of Ben Greenfield Fitness. It's called The Power of Gratitude, and they basically tell you everything you need to know about it. I'm gonna read a quote from that podcast just so you have an idea of how incredible gratitude is for you. So it says, "There is one emotion above all that elicits a release of the powerful feel-good hormone oxytocin, along with serotonin and dopamine, and promotes better sleep, lower blood pressure, decreased inflammation, fewer aches and pains, better relationships, and increased longevity. The list goes on, and that emotion is gratitude." Couldn't really have said it better myself. So if you want to learn more about gratitude, just do a simple Google search. There is a million studies on how incredible it is for you. The simplest and most effective way that I have found to incorporate it into my morning routine is just keeping a simple gratitude journal. So any kind of notebook, I just open the page, I say good morning, I say like a happy quote, it's a beautiful day to be alive or something like that. And then I write 3 things I'm grateful for. You don't just want to write them down, close the book, forget about them. You want to think about it. You don't necessarily have to write down why you're so grateful, but just let it resonate for a second. Really feel the emotion, and that's how you're going to reap the benefits of all that gratitude has to offer. Little tip that I want to add after you're finished writing in your gratitude journal is to set an intention for the day. Just writing it down really solidifies it in your brain, and then you can focus on it a little bit more as you go on through your day. So I actually have a 6th tip because I love you and I want you to have an amazing morning routine, and it's just something small that I have found to be really effective for me. I actually heard about this on Tim Ferriss's podcast, and it is to make your bed. Essentially, the science of making your bed is that you start your day with an accomplishment and you end your day with an accomplishment. So even if everything in between was horrible, you had the worst day ever, you still go home to an accomplishment that you had done in the morning. Psychologically, apparently it's incredible for you. I definitely notice a difference when I come home to a made bed versus a messy bed. I never used to make my bed as a kid, so my parents are probably like, what the hell, why are you doing it now? But I do it now and I love it. Even if it's small, it just still feels really good. So that concludes today's video. If you found any of this information helpful, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another video. And follow my Instagram page at BSO Lifestyle for more tips and tricks, nutrition hacks. I'm a little bit more active on there, so yeah. Okay, I will see you next time.